Hello friends! Today we're making my go-to enriched dough recipe. It's super soft, fluffy, and full of flavor. I'm making a triple batch on camera because I'm turning the dough into a few different things, but the recipe on my blog is scaled for a standard KitchenAid mixer. I start by weighing the milk right in the mixer bowl, then I add the eggs, sugar, and instant yeast. You can use active dry yeast if you prefer, just dissolve it in some of the milk first. Then I add the flour and finally some salt. I'll be kneading this dough in my Uni Halo Pro spiral mixer. A spiral mixer works a little differently than a regular stand mixer. It has a bowl that spins with a big spiral hook and a stationary bar in the middle that grabs the dough and stops it from climbing up. This all works together to knead the dough efficiently and gently. This mixer seriously makes the most beautiful dough I've ever made. I swear Uni didn't sponsor this video, but if anyone from Uni is watching, my inbox is always open. If you don't have a mixer, you can absolutely knead this dough by hand. Just dump it out onto your counter, but don't add any flour to it. You want this dough to be very well hydrated so it stays nice and soft. You can use a bench scraper to pick the dough up and move it around if it gets stuck. Push the dough forward with the heels of your hands, fold it back over itself, and repeat. Turn the dough around from time to time and keep going. It'll start out sticky and rough, but as you keep going, it will smooth out, become elastic, and get less sticky. Form the dough roughly into a ball and lightly oil the container you're proofing in. I like using a straight-sided container like this one because the clear sides and measurement markings make it easy to see how much the dough rises. You can use a regular mixing bowl to proof in, just choose one that's about double the size of your dough and wait until the dough rises enough to fill it. Once the dough is done proofing, turn it out onto your counter and divide it using a kitchen scale. For burger buns, I portion out roughly 85 grams each. It's important to make them as uniform as possible so they bake evenly, otherwise smaller buns could burn while bigger ones are still underdone. Shape each piece into a smooth ball by folding the dough into the center a few times, then cup it in your hand and roll it against the counter. Arrange the buns evenly spaced on a baking sheet lined with a silicone mat. Cover with a damp kitchen towel or use a plastic cover like this one. I have a link to the one I use in the description below. Leave at room temp for about an hour or so, or until about doubled in size. Brush some egg wash on the tops to help them turn golden and shiny when they bake. You can sprinkle on some sesame seeds or poppy seeds, or just leave them plain. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until beautifully golden brown, about 25 minutes. Let them cool completely before slicing open to make the best BLT ever. To shape hot dog buns, press the dough into a rectangle and roll it up into a log, pinch it closed, and place it on a lined baking sheet. Cover and proof until about doubled in size, brush on some egg wash, and bake. Let it cool before slicing it partway open, slide in a hot dog, and slather it with your toppings of choice. And there you have it, a super versatile dough that's perfect everywhere you would use an enriched dough. I've also used this same dough to make these mini gochujang cheddar babkas and cinnamon rolls. Check out these videos next for the recipes. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.